If this thing goes off, if I trip this trap, I'm gonna squall like a girl. Trust me. So I got my dirt hole made right there. So I got me a auger for my drill. So got that done. Alright, so I got the trap bed made. Now I need to drive my earth anchor down right here and get it in the ground right quick. So got my anchor in right there. About to pull it up, set it real quick. Alright, so it's bedded good. I mean, it ain't moving at all, so we good to go. Now I get a pan cover on it and I can cover it up, get her fixed up there and get it all baited up and everything. So the trap's right there is where it is. I'm gonna put a little bit more dirt on it and I'm gonna brush it out with a brush. Where it be? All good. Okay. If this thing goes off, if I trip this trap, I'm gonna squall like a girl. Trust me. And the ground is so wet right now. Oh my goodness. It ain't nothing but just mud, basically. But the good thing is we don't have to worry about freezing. The ground freezing here. Like up in the northern state. You can't even tell us that sun guns in there, man. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. I got my dirt hole right here. I'm about to the edge of it right there. So, okay, cool. Alright. And then I'll brush this on back. Now I'm going to bait this thing up real quick here. So I did this in a little bit different. You learn as you go, you know. I dug a little hole out underneath the trap where all the chain would collapse into. And then I got the trap. I got the trap bedded really nice right there. So now we're gonna put the pan cover on it. And we're gonna cover it up with dirt. So there's a dirt hole right there. Dirt's so wet here. Looks like we'll sift it through the pan there. We're getting there. Trap's right there. Okay. This is so awesome. That's my first coyote I ever caught trapping right there. I put the traps out the other day. Dirt hole set, and there's one right there in it. Very, very cool. So I'm fixing to take care of this dude here real quick. And I've got I got some other traps here too. I'm gonna check them, but very, very cool, man. Very cool. So it ended up turning out pretty cool. The two channels that I mainly honed in on that I was watching to kind of learn some of the stuff, and of course I don't, you know, that's just the first time I've done that, was Coyote Trapping School. That guy's really good. And I also like Wolfer Nation, WOLFER, Wolfer Nation. That guy's really good too. I think he's up in Kentucky up there. He travels all over the place. He's a professional trapper. And so I watch their videos quite a lot to, you know, to kind of pick up some tips. And then when I went back after I made some of those sets, I went back and watched the coyote trapping school again, and I saw some things that I kind of done wrong, and so I'll be adjusting as time goes on. But it's pretty neat to go check the traps and have something like that, you know, because I had put them out on a Friday. Yeah, that was a Friday night when I put them out, and then I caught that coyote on a Monday night is when I caught that coyote. So and the bait that I'm using was just some, I don't know what that mess was, man. I got it from RP Outdoors down there in Louisiana. That's where they came from. And the traps, and it's just the bait is some, I don't know, it's some nasty looking stuff. And then I used some coyote lure, and the traps were Duke's number 4. Now I've dug into the traps pretty good, and I'm gonna order a full set of traps. Those Duke's number 4, they're good. I mean, they're good traps, and they're based right here out of West Point, Mississippi. But you got to do a lot of work to them to get them set up to where you can actually use them. In which, in my case, I don't have time to do a lot of work to these things, you know. So if I can get a trap that is already just about all set up to where I don't have to do a whole lot to it, that's the thing for me. So I have found a Cadillac of traps, and that's an MB as in boy 550. They already come night lashed and everything. Just a top quality trap. I mean, these things are extremely nice. I looked at some this weekend in person, and I'm gonna order them. I'm not sure who I'm gonna order them from. If I'll get them from F&T, or if I'll get them from Fleming, or if I'll get them from RP. I'd like to get them from Fleming because they do a little bit of stuff on YouTube, and I'd like to talk to them. But I wasn't real crazy about their shipping, the way that they shipped it, because I actually ordered the traps or the stuff that I ordered from them, I ordered on a Sunday night. They didn't actually ship the order till that following Thursday. And they're only about 3 hours from me, if that far. Now, RP, they don't play. When you order something from them, it comes. F&T, I had never ordered anything from them. I did look at their website. I like their website. Of course, they're up in Michigan, you know, so it'll take a little bit to get here. But those ground anchors that I was using, those are Berkshires, I believe is what they are. So I got that, and I got a driving tool to drive them down to the ground with, and so they work very well. They'll hold, you know, whatever you need them to hold. So just a kind of a neat thing. But here's the thing too about trapping: you need to make sure that you read the laws in your state where you're at, because man, there is I thought deer hunting was bad. There's a lot of stuff to the trapping in the state of Alabama. You're supposed to carry a snare pole or whatever. It's a wire pole. I forget the technical term of it, but it's where you can catch the animal. Say if you catch, you know, an animal that you don't want in a trap, to release it, you can catch it and hold a choke pole is what it is. You can hold it with that, safely get them out of the trap, and then let them go unharmed, you know, stuff like that. So in Alabama, that's a law. You gotta carry one of those in Alabama with you. And but just lots and lots of stuff, man, that you need to make sure that you read up on and check on before you take off and start trapping. And I'll say this too: if you're in an area where there's a lot of regular dogs, you know, that houses nearby or anything, I don't recommend putting out any traps there, because you've been and caught everybody's dog around there. So this place here, particular place here, is plenty away from everything, so there's really not any worries about that. But so while you're going to see some more of this stuff, and that's kind of how I'm going to show it, and then when I catch an animal, that's kind of what I'm going to show on that, because I don't really need to get into showing anything else. I've caught the animal, you see that, and then and that's pretty much that. So while y'all are watching this video right here in the morning when this video publishes, I got a pretty good project that I'm going to try to tackle, and it's where I've done a lot of work with my mini excavator in the past. And it's a pond dam there, and the guy that owns it has his spillway is a 24-inch culvert. Well, he took, I guess it was last year, maybe 2018, and he had that culvert filled about 3/4 of the way with concrete. Not all the way in it, but in the front end of it. So that concrete's giving him trouble. It's not flowing enough water out of it now. The water's actually going over the dam of the entire lake, and that's not a good thing. So I'm going to try to dislodge that concrete. It's actually got rebar in it too, I know that. I'll try to dislodge that concrete and get it out if I can. So y'all wish me luck on that, because it's actually underwater right now. So I'm going to be kind of dealing with that. And I'm not going to get in the water. I'll have my hip waders and stuff if I have to get in there a little bit. But so if I can just get it free, if I can just get it broke loose, you know, the plug of it free, kind of like wiggling a tooth, I should be able to get it out. If I have to, I'm going to cut me a pretty good size gum tree down there on his property and take it and stick it in from the other side. Once I get the concrete dislodged a little bit, stick it in from the other side, and just take the mini and just shove it, you know, and push the plug out. So maybe that'll work. We'll see. But really need a jackhammer, but underwater is not going to work for that right now. So hope y'all enjoyed this video right here. So the Monday's video, you may get an excavator clearing a drain spillway clog. So appreciate all y'all. We'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.